Did you know that we have channel memberships now? If you'd like to help support this channel, get some exclusive Kawabana emotes to use in the comments, as well as an exclusive badge by your name, click that join button now to find out more. Every bit of support really helps. Thanks guys. He enjoyed long bike rides, so he hopped on his bike and pedaled through the city. Before long, he was surrounded by nothing but rice fields and mountains. Perfect. He let the streets take him where they may, winding through the peaceful countryside. Yet, before he knew it, something caught his eye. A stone block on the edge of the road, mostly hidden behind thick weeds but large enough to poke out. It almost looked like a fence. A small, hilly forest rose behind it. Odd. Stopping his bike, he stepped closer to see what it was. It indeed looked like a fence. But here? In this spot? The closest houses were on the other side of the rice fields, and this here was a small hill that didn't look fit for habitation. He drew closer and peered over the fence. There really was a house back there. How odd. Judging by its condition, the house hadn't been lived in for decades. Nature had reclaimed most of it, including the stone wall that was likely the front fence once upon a time. He couldn't find any way in now, but something about the place told him he didn't want to go in there anyway. A curtain on the second floor rustled. He blinked a few times and looked closer. No, it couldn't have. It was perfectly still. He watched it closely, but the longer he looked at it, the more he felt like he was the one being watched, not the other way around. As he turned to look away, it moved again. That did it. The place was creepy, and he didn't want to hang around to find out what might be making that curtain move. His adventure for the day over, he rode back home. He couldn't get the house out of his head though, so as soon as he got back, he sat down in front of the computer and typed the address in as best as he could remember it. A chill ran down his spine. All the search results came back as the same thing. The shooting house. Gifu Prefecture is famous for all sorts of World Heritage spots, such as Shirakawa-go, Gifu Castle, the stronghold of Oda Nobunaga, Takayama, and many more. And it's also home to the ominous-sounding Shooting House. Located in the peaceful farming area of Fushimi, the Shooting House is easy to miss. It stands alone on a small hill. To the front, there's nothing but rice fields, and to the sides and rear, nothing but dense forest. Even if you drive past and look straight at it, chances are good you may miss it. And considering what happened there, that's probably for the best. The story goes that on January 30th, 1994, the owner of the house was found dead in the driveway. His wife was the one who discovered him when she returned home from some errands. He'd been shot in the head. The wife panicked and called her older brother, who then called an ambulance. By the time the ambulance arrived, it was already too late. The man was dead. Police investigations revealed the man had been shot in the back of the neck, up through the head. The bullet was still lodged in his forehead. This led them to believe it was murder, although nobody could think of why anyone would want the man dead in such a manner. They searched the areas surrounding the house but couldn't find any clues, nor any sign of the weapon. Whoever had done it was a professional. They had to be. Before long, the case took a strange twist. It turned out the man had a rather hefty debt, and, on top of that, an even heftier insurance policy. Too many aspects of the case didn't add up, and taking the man's debt into consideration, the police began to suspect suicide rather than murder. The problem was the missing gun. Initial investigations turned up nothing, and so much time had passed that whatever had happened to the gun, it was undoubtedly long gone by now. Then, the case took an even crazier turn. It turned out that the man's wife and her older brother had actually hidden it themselves. The husband was in a lot of debt. His plan was to kill himself and have the life insurance cover that debt, so his wife would be able to move on with her life. However, his life insurance policy was new and had the standard clause that no payout would be made if the man killed himself within the first year. A year hadn't yet passed, so his wife, working with her brother, hid the gun to make his suicide look like a murder. The wife, brother, and 2 accomplices were arrested by the police and, in the end, she lost both her husband and the insurance payout. His pain in life and failure to carry out his final wish then left the man's vengeful spirit lurking on the property where he died. Nearly 30 years have passed since that time. The house has rotted and fallen apart, and the forest surrounding it has taken back much of the land. Unless you're specifically looking for it, the remains of the house are easy to miss. It wasn't long after the husband's death, however, that people began to whisper about his spirit lurking on the grounds. People have felt eyes looking at them from the house, even when nobody is there. Video cameras have broken down while trying to film the inside, and people have heard voices, possibly that of the owner, crying in pain. It's important to note, however, that despite the detailed story attached to the shooting house, there's zero proof any of this ever happened. It's likely there's at least a grain of truth, considering that most ghost spots tend to be vague and revolve around mysterious family suicides or deaths, but no one has been able to dig up newspaper articles or media reporting on the crime. 1994 was a long time ago. The information may still be there, hidden somewhere deep in local newspapers or in a long-lost VHS recorded at the time, but until then, stories of the shooting house's history must be taken as, at best, unsubstantiated rumors. And, most importantly, remember to be careful if you do happen to stumble across the house. The owner's ghost might not get you, but the horrific condition of the house remains just might. But what did you guys think of this one? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.